There's just something about a good underdog story, isn't there? That moment where the team with absolutely no chance somehow pulls off the impossible. Well, today, we're going to break down what makes those stories so powerful. We'll use the narrative of Against the Clock to really figure out the blueprint for a classic triumph. And it always kicks off with this feeling, right? The story just throws us right into the fire, into that pressure cooker. You realize pretty quick the opponent isn't just the other team, it's time itself. That ticking clock, that's the real villain here. So that's the big question we're asking. What's the secret sauce? Is it just a lucky break, some raw talent, or is there something deeper going on? Let's dig in and uncover the ingredients that turn those last desperate seconds into pure legend. Okay, so first things first, we've got to set the stage, because every great story needs a great conflict, and believe me, this one is a total classic. The setup is just perfect. On one side, you've got the Ravens. They're all heart. They share this unbreakable bond. But yeah, everyone's already written them off. And on the other side, the Titans. They're the reigning champs with the money, the fame, the whole shebang. It is David versus Goliath, textbook stuff. And this is the razor's edge they're living on, a tie game with only 3 minutes left on the clock. Think about that. This isn't just a game anymore. An entire season of work, all those brutal training sessions. It all comes down to these next 180 seconds. The pressure must be suffocating. All right, here we go. This is the turning point. So what do you do when your back is completely against the wall and everything is on the line? How does an underdog respond? 1 minute left. It all hinges on this. After a tough foul, the captain, Alex Carter, is stepping up for a free kick. 60 seconds is literally all that separates being forgotten from becoming a legend. You see, a moment of triumph like this isn't just magic. It's not a random kick. It's almost like a formula. It starts with a sacrifice, Marcus taking the hit for the team. Then the setup. A leader steps up and takes responsibility. Third, and this is huge, the internal battle, blocking out everything and just focusing. And finally, boom, perfect execution. That's how you do it under pressure. And there it is. The impossible happens. The Ravens, the underdogs, take down the champions. It's an incredible victory, for sure. But here's the thing. Winning the game on the field, that's only the first challenge. Because once you've slain the giant, a totally new kind of challenge pops up. The battle moves from the field to inside your own head. And this opponent is way, way more subtle. And right on cue, in walks Richard Hayes. Now, this guy isn't a physical opponent. He's more like a walking, talking temptation. He's that little voice whispering about fame, about fortune, and he threatens the one thing that made the Ravens strong in the first place, their bond. So now Alex is at a huge crossroads. One path offers all the personal glory he could ever want. Endorsements, a spot on a bigger team, you name it. The other path? It's about loyalty. It's about honoring that bond and finishing the journey with the guys who got him there. It really makes you stop and think, right? What's more important, the destination or who you're traveling with? So what pulls him back from the edge? It's this. This one line from his best friend Marcus is like an anchor. It's more than just friendship. It's the core philosophy of every underdog story. They didn't get here alone, and they're not going to survive it alone. This is what reminds Alex what really matters. Okay, so with his head back in the game and his focus renewed, Alex and the Ravens have to face their ultimate test. It's time for the final showdown of the season. Wait a second, does this sound familiar? Because it should. The story cleverly puts them in the exact same high-pressure cooker. Tied score, final moments. But this time, the stakes are so much higher. This is for the entire league championship. And now watch this, because the story does something brilliant. It repeats itself. We see the exact same sequence play out again. The moment, the setup, the focus, the perfect shot. This is not lazy writing. This is the entire point. A clutch performance isn't a fluke. It's a repeatable skill. It's about executing when it matters most, again and again. And with that goal, he sinks it. They've done it again. They win the whole league. The journey from being completely written off to being champions is complete. So after all of that, what have we really learned? What can we take away? Let's pull apart this anatomy as a champion and see what it's really made of. Their journey basically gives us a roadmap, doesn't it? Of course, you need resilience in teamwork. That's a given. But look deeper. Focus isn't just about the ball. It's about shutting out all that other noise, like fame and money. It's about gratitude for the people right there with you. And all of it, every single piece, is powered by one thing: just an unwavering belief that you can win, even when the rest of the world has already counted you out. And I love how the story wraps up with this really powerful idea. Winning the championship, that wasn't the finish line. True success is never really an endpoint. It's just a milestone. It means the real journey is just getting started. Which kind of leaves us with this one final thought to chew on. We all chase that big moment of success, right? That game-winning shot. But maybe the real test of a person's character isn't actually about winning. Maybe it's about what you do the morning after. What comes next?